Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I am discussing most important topic, that is linear algebra. I am starting linear algebra full course for engineering mathematics, GATE and IIT JAM students, and as well as this course is helpful for Kset, CSR net and many MSc entrance also. Please support me, please subscribe my channel. I will do full course of IIT JAM and for GATE engineering mathematics also. This is the first course of linear algebra. In this course I will giving full basics of linear algebra. Let's start our course. We know that linear algebra. Before going to matrices, what is linear algebra? We know that I give the some brief introduction to some little bit introduction of linear algebra. There are two types of linear simultaneous equations. That is, one is ax is equal to b, that is non-homogeneous linear equation, and second one is ax is equal to 0. This we called as homogeneous linear equations. We know that this is homogeneous linear equation. There are various methods to solve the above these two equations, that is substitution, elimination, cross multiplication, etc. Solving the linear system equation by matrix method is called linear algebra. You understood? By solving these two equations by solving linear system of equation by matrix method, we called as linear algebra. This is the definition of linear algebra. The word matrix was introduced in 1860 by French mathematician Cayley. The French mathematician Cayley. This is the introduction of linear algebra. Now we have to go to definition of matrices. Now we move on to definition of matrices. Definition of matrices. We all are know that in 12th class we studied about matrices also. We know that the definition of matrices, you ask anyone, they tell that the definition of matrices is the rectangular arrangement we called as matrices, but that is wrong. That is wrong definition of matrices. I give the proper definition of matrices. So matrices is the collection of numbers. Matrix is the collection of numbers that is real or complex in a fixed number of rows and columns. This is the definition of matrix. Matrix is the collection of numbers that is real or complex in a fixed number of rows and columns. This is called as a matrix. The horizontal line or array of a matrix are called a row, and vertical array or vertical line are called as a column. This is the definition of row and column. Okay. Now we come on to order of the matrix. What is the definition of order of the matrix? What is the definition of order of matrix? Means we know that a set of m comma n numbers, that is real or complex, arrangement in the form of rectangular array having m rows and n columns, then m by n is called order of the matrix. Order of the matrix. For example, this is in general a11, a12 and so on, a1n and a21, a22 and so on, a2n and so on, amn and am2 and so on, amn. This m by n, this arrangement what we called as order of the matrix. This type of arrangement is called as order of the matrix. This is the definition of the order of the matrix. Okay. And we see this line, this lines we called as columns. C1, C2, C3, Cn, sorry, C1, C2 and so on, Cn. These lines we call as columns, and these lines, these are these horizontal lines we called as columns, rows. These horizontal these horizontal lines we called as arrows. These vertical lines we called as columns. This is the definition. This is the order of the matrix. This is the matrix. This is we called as completely we called as this as matrix. Okay. Now we move on to uh, types of the matrices. Now before going into types of the matrices, we have to learn some operations, that is matrix addition and matrix multiplication. These two operations plays main important role in linear algebra. These are most important operations. One is matrix addition and matrix multiplication. These two operations used um, in various branches of linear algebra. That's why these are important. What is matrix addition? Suppose we consider if A, that is we consider A, B, C, D, and we consider another matrix E, F, G, H, and we add these two. A plus B is equal to this. We add these two. First this element and this element, and we add this element and this element, and add this element and this element, and now we add this element and this element, A plus H. This is we called as matrix addition. We called as matrix addition. Now this is 2 by 2 matrix, and 2 by 2 matrix we get here also 2 by 2 matrix. This is matrix addition. Now we come to matrix multiplication. What is multiplication? Suppose we consider any m by n matrix and any n by p matrix. We consider any two matrices, then order of resultant AB is, this order is must be this m by p. That means the in matrix A, the column is equal to the in matrix B in row. Okay, the matrix of A column equal to the matrix of row. Okay, this when these two are equal, then only the matrix multiplication is possible. Otherwise the matrix multiplication is not possible. Suppose we take one example, 1 4 2 5 3 6. This is 3 by 2 matrix, and we consider any B matrix 1 2 3 4. This is 2 by 2 matrix. Now see the column, the order of in column, then in the column of matrix A is equal to the row of matrix B. 2 equal to 2. That's now only the matrix multiplication is possible. The matrix multiplication of order is 3 by 2. This is the we called as matrix multiplication. Now we move on to types of the matrices. The types of the matrices divided into according to dimension, that is real or complex fields. According to these two fields, the types of the matrices divided. The first type of matrix is rectangular matrix, and second type is square matrix. What is rectangular matrix? A matrix in which the number of rows is not equal to the number of columns. That means we take suppose we take any matrix Aij, m by n matrix. That means m is not equal to n. M is not equal to the n. That means the number of rows is not equal to number of columns. This type of matrix is called as rectangular matrix, and we also called as the second type of the matrix is square matrix. In square matrix, the number of rows are equal to the number of columns. This type of matrix we call as a square matrix. That means number of columns equal to number of rows. Number of columns equal to number of rows, or number of rows equal to number of columns. That means here m by m is equal to n. In case m is equal to n, we call as square matrix. These are the two types of matrices divided according to the dimensions, that is real or complex fields. This is the two types of matrices. Again, square matrices divided into other some matrices, that is diagonal matrix. Again, the square matrix is divided into diagonal matrix, and scalar matrix, and unit matrix, and upper triangular matrix, and lower triangular matrix, and symmetric matrix, and skew symmetric matrix, symmetric matrix, and seventh one is idempotent matrix, idempotent matrix, and eighth one is singular matrix, and ninth one is non-singular matrix, or invertible matrix. We also call it this matrix as invertible matrix. Or 10th one is orthogonal matrix, and 11th one is Hermitian matrix, and 12th one is skew Hermitian matrix, and 13th one is unitary matrix, and 14th one is a periodic matrix, and 15th one is involuntary matrix, and 16th one is idempotent matrix, and 7th one is nilpotent matrix, and 18th one is invertible matrix, and 19th one is rotation matrix, and normal matrix, and the last one is normal matrix. These are the some types of the square matrix, and I will give the brief explanation in next video, and I will give the detailed explanation and with examples of these matrices. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.